let's talk about mentorship for a minute. So I know that, you've been out of school now for, I guess, 4 years, out of your residency, I mean. And so you're now doing some part-time teaching at Loma Linda. Also, from your social media, which, we follow, I know that you're passionate about, promoting women in dentistry as well as women in surgery. I know from some of our conversations that you've challenged myself and Osteogenics to bring on more female speakers, which is something that we're certainly interested in, interested in and going to do. So just talk about that, like mentorship and why you think that's so important, and then also what would you say to aspiring female surgeons?
Sure. Someone just popped on, Dr. Yale. She just started residency, and we met on a Zoom because she was looking for mentorship and someone to help her, coach her. She was going through the interview process. I love my residents. They're all amazing. I say it's like having kids. I don't have kids, but it feels like what it might feel like to have kids. They all have different personalities. They're all asking you different things all at the same time. You're trying to multitask. The way you speak to one of them is not the way you speak to another one. So it really teaches you a lot about yourself and communication also. So it's not just help them grow, but it helps me grow too. And it helps me be a better surgeon because I have to be able to explain at whatever level of their training they're at. But I don't know. I don't think it's a Loma Linda thing, but at least there wasn't a lot of female residents when I was in the program. And then once I left the program, there was no female residents. And then I was one of the only female faculty. So that kind of started that trend of like, at least when I was a resident, you want to see somebody who looks like you, whether it's your ethnicity, your race, your sex. Like, it's hard to relate to somebody if they haven't gone through what you've gone through. So somebody who's come through the program, I'm from a super rural town. A lot of people in Loma Linda tend to stay in the system and matriculate through versus I was kind of an outsider. So for me, it was important to stay in the program, to meet other women, to meet other female potential future surgeons and become faculty so that they can have somebody to like look up to, So that's been really neat. The residents, I think a little bit after I left, they started a study club. And so they started mentoring the students. So it's just passing that down, all the knowledge, all the little tips and tricks and helping everybody through. That's what I want to see.